Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would respectfully request if you have a seat to your right or to your left, please move to the center so that we can give more people the opportunity to sit. Please move in and get close because we got to get other people to sit. The center, no, that is all for the graduates. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin the processional. As a courtesy to the graduates and guests, please silence all mobile devices. Also know that Grad Images is taking professional individual photos that will be made available to all graduates electronically. In addition, this commencement ceremony is being live streamed, and a link to view the video can be found in your program.
You are an eagle. We are eagles. Eagles rise above. We are fearless, up with the sun, in the sky, and soaring higher. We take wing on the legacy of explorers, adventurers, pioneers, travelers, leaders, and groundbreaking innovators. We dig in, we give it all, and then we give more. We dream it, we plan it, we build it, and we challenge the way it's always been. If you can fly it, craft it, or lead it, we have done it. And our number is growing. Our reach is extending. We are launching from every state and more than 140 countries. We are the industry leaders, the forerunners of excellence, the best, the only, and we are just getting started. We are number one in the classroom, online, in the sky, and beyond. We are competing to brand new heights and bringing business, engineering, medicine, and flight across the globe and into space. Your dedication and resolve made we possible. We are united as Embry-Riddle alumni. We are eagles, and we are taking flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional. The processional is led today by our mace bearer, Dr. Daryl Watkins, faculty for the College of Business. Dr. Watkins is carrying the ceremonial university mace. Now entering are the candidates for Master, Baccalaureate, and Associate degrees. for degree. Now entering is the platform party. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors presented by the San Diego High School Junior ROTC and the singing of the national anthem by Miss Amalia Ribeiro.
And you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you to the San Diego High School Junior ROTC and the singing of our national anthem by Ms. Ribeiro. Please be seated, everyone. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jim Solti. I am the Vice Chancellor for Student Success for the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide Campus. On behalf of the Platform Party and the faculty, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to the 2023 commencement ceremony here in San Diego. At this time, I would like to introduce you to our stage guests for this evening's ceremony. Please hold applause until everybody has been recognized. Members of the Platform Party, please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Dr. Darrell Watkins, Mace Bearer. Dr. Alexander Seitschlag, Dean for the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Ken Witcher, Dean for the College of Aviation. Dr. Manish Sharma, Dean for the College of Business. Ms. Melanie Strickland, co-founder and CEO for Slingshot Aerospace and our commencement speaker for this evening. And Dr. John Watret, Chancellor for Embry-Riddle Worldwide Campus. Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, please stand as Mr. Jim Pepin comes forward to offer the invocation.
Let us pray. Wise and gracious one, we ask your blessing upon the students, faculty, and staff of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. We have been called to the high task of seeking knowledge, promoting ethics, and seeking growth in mind, body, and spirit. We give thanks for the gift of the graduates here today and the ways in which they have made this university a better place for having been here. We ask that you grant students and family joy and satisfaction as they see their dreams of graduation fulfilled this day. We ask this in the confidence of your grace. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Jim. We truly are thankful to be together on this day of celebration. Graduation is the most anticipated event of the year, not just for the feeling of excitement that comes with the completing your degrees, but to recognize that each of you is here today because of your commitment and your determination to push yourself towards greatness. Like all of you, in 1926, two men aspired to greatness. T. Higbee Embry, an entrepreneur, and John Paul Riddle, a barnstormer, launched the Embry-Riddle Company that taught flight, specialized in airmail delivery, and coordinated aircraft sales. After a series of mergers and acquisitions, the Embry-Riddle Company can be traced to what is now known as American Airlines. After the mergers, Embry did retire, but Riddle, whose passion was unwavering, found a new opportunity. He took on a new partner, John McKay, and together they established the Embry-Riddle School of Aviation in 1939, located in Miami, Florida. As a school of aviation, it thrived and grew. But as so often happens throughout history, war interrupted. When Pearl Harbor was attacked, Riddle and McKay knew what they could offer. Without hesitation, they put their full support behind aiding the Allied war effort by training cadets to be pilots and by providing mechanics and technicians. They also established a presence in Sao Paulo, Brazil, in support of related efforts. Eventually, Embry-Riddle became one of the first institutions approved to educate veterans under the GI Bill. But it wasn't until Jack Hunt was named president in 1963 that the school, then named Embry-Riddle Aeronautical Institute, moved from Miami to Daytona Beach, Florida. In fact, in 1965, the move took place over a single weekend. Known as Operation Bootstrap, 31 trucks relocated Embry-Riddle to Daytona Beach, Florida, and that's where it's been ever since. In 1970, 2 years after earning SACS accreditation, the name was changed to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, and it has not stopped growing since. With 2 residential campuses, one in Daytona Beach, Florida, and another in Prescott, Arizona, as well as the Worldwide campus with over 100 locations in the United States, Europe, Asia, and online, this university, your university, continues to promote excellence in aviation, aerospace, and space. Like your alma mater, you have grown beyond where you started. We know that the journey that brought you here today is not one you've done alone. Some of the faculty who guided, mentored, and taught you from the first class to your capstone are here today to celebrate you. So, distinguished faculty, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. The dedicated staff who helped and advised you, mapped out your journey today, are here to celebrate you. So, Embry-Riddle staff, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. And finally, the most honored guest, your family and friends who supported your journey on the path are celebrating you today. So graduates, please stand and acknowledge your families for their support. Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, it is my honor to welcome Dr. John Wattrette, Chancellor of Embry-Riddle Worldwide Campus, to the podium to officially open the commencement ceremony.
So on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, it is my pleasure to declare the 2023 commencement ceremony now open. Welcome and congratulations. Today we honor more than 200 graduates joining us here from across the United States and the world. Though you come from different places, you share common traits: a love for learning, a commitment to service, a desire to innovate. On this day, we applaud you and all that you have accomplished. Earning an Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University degree from the world's premier aviation and aerospace institute is never easy. Our programs are highly challenging. The demands on students, whether they are studying aeronautics, business, engineering, or data analytics, are rigorous. Sorry. Still, you pursue your degree and you have been successful. I commend you for the dedication. Your perseverance will serve you well as you move forward. Every one of us here today takes pride in being part of your graduation from Embry-Riddle. You too should be proud, and so should your family members and friends who have supported you along this journey. You are now part of an elite community of Embry-Riddle alumni, and each of you will be Eagles forever. Now it's my honor to introduce our distinguished commencement speaker, Miss Melanie Strickland. In 2017, Melanie combined her military experience and love of space to co-found Slingshot Aerospace, a company building world-class space data, simulation, and analytic solutions. Under her leadership, the company launched a suite of products for commercial, civil, and defense applications, including Slingshot Beacon, the industry's first space collision avoidance, collaboration, and communication platform. As CEO, Melanie leads Slingshot Aerospace on a mission to accelerate space sustainability and create a safer, more connected world. During her Air Force career, she logged over 1,500 flight hours on board ground surveillance aircraft, commanded over 200 experimental aircraft missions, and led the development of space control technologies for the Department of Defense. Her personal decorations include the Air Medal, the Meritorious Service Medal, 2 awards, Air Force Commendation Medal, 4 awards, Air Force Achievement Medal, and the John L. Levito Award for Outstanding Leadership. In addition to her role at Slingshot, she serves on 2 prestigious organizations guiding the future of safe space operations. Recognizing her leadership in the industry, Vice President Kamala Harris selected her to join the National Space Council's User Advisory Group, and U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg named her to the Federal Aviation Administration FAA Commercial Space Transportation Advisory Committee. As part of these committees, she provides information, advice, and recommendations about technology, business, and policy issues regarding oversight of the U.S. commercial space transportation sector. Melanie holds a Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide Campus and a Master of Science in Space Operations Management with an emphasis in Space Systems Engineering from Webster University. She was named the 2019 Entrepreneur of the Year for El Segundo, California, and named one of the Inc. magazine's 2019 top 100 female founders in the United States. A trailblazer in the industry, Melanie frequently speaks at conferences about the value of situational awareness and advanced space sustainability, and hosted a TED Talk discussing how images from space help to protect the Earth. She is a champion for STEM initiatives and enjoys inspiring youth to challenge themselves and pursue their dreams. It is my distinct honor to welcome Ms. Melanie Strickland to the stage.
Good evening, members of faculty, and thank you, Chancellor. That was very humbling. First of all, family, friends, thank you so much for being here, supporting your team. Your support system is so amazing. Most importantly, thank you, class of 2023. It's an honor and a privilege for me to be here tonight, standing amongst you on board this iconic carrier. We're on the deck of USS Midway, if you didn't notice, and the longest serving aircraft carrier in the 20th century. How cool is this? Woo! Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University is the most revered aviation and aerospace university in the world. And each graduation ceremony is a testament to the unwavering spirit of aviation, space, and beyond. And today, the next chapter in that proud legacy. But today is not just an event on a calendar, it marks the culmination of years of hard work, years of dedication, years of perseverance by each and every one of you. This moment is a pivotal gateway to a future filled with boundless possibilities, a gateway that each of you has rightfully earned the privilege of stepping through. Before I get started, I want to acknowledge a particular group of graduates here with us. The 47 active duty military personnel, the 17 reservists, the 67 veterans who are all receiving their diplomas tonight. Your journey to this point in your lives speaks volumes about your dedication to our country. Balancing military obligations with academic pursuits and life's other commitments is no easy feat. Believe me, I know this firsthand. I deeply appreciate your service and commend your unwavering commitment. Thank you. I also want to call out the 3 Master of Space Operations graduates receiving their degree today. You're making history as the first students with this degree to walk in an Embry-Riddle graduation. I so wish Embry-Riddle had this degree plan whenever I got my degree, but we're here today, and congratulations to you, making history. And to all of you graduating today, you've faced unique challenges. Those challenges have tested your resilience and your adaptability. You've navigated a world marked by rapid technological advancements, unforeseen global events. All of those dramatically altered the way we live and the way we learn. Many of you have balanced your academic pursuits amidst tremendous uncertainty, adapting to virtual classrooms, coping with social distancing, and grappling with loss. Your journeys through these obstacles to reach this day validates your strength, your determination in the face of adversity. This is something I can relate to in more ways than one. You know, I grew up in a rural West Texas town, a place far from the buzz of tech and far from the buzz of aerospace, and a town of just 1,500 people in the middle of nowhere. Yet it was under its vast night sky, where the stars seemed almost touchable, that my passion for space and flight was ignited. My dad taught me how to discern between a satellite flying over and an aircraft flying over, and night after night, I'd lay beneath those stars, that starry canvas, cataloging satellites in my trusty Trapper Keeper, and I know some of you know and remember those. Yeah. But you know, I had those dreams of flying, and they took root in those long nights under the stars. Driven by that childhood passion for space and flight, I enlisted in the United States United States Air Force to cultivate the dreams of my youth into a career that was nothing short of extraordinary. In those early days, in those early years, a very special mentor noticed my potential, and he steered me towards Embry-Riddle because he saw my passion, and he believed that this esteemed institution could propel me to the next stage of my life and career, and certainly it did. After beginning my education here at Embry-Riddle, 9/11 reshaped the world. It certainly reshaped my path. I graduated from Embry-Riddle in 2002. I had been selected to officer training school, but that officer training slot had to wait due to the operational demands of the aircraft that I flew on. Following 2 years of deployments around the world, I received a special call. My slot, they held it, and it was open, and it was time to go. I ultimately commissioned as a space officer in the United States Air Force in 2004. That career, in part due to this university, was the nexus of my two loves, flight and space. Over my 21 years of service, I ventured into combat zones, I led more than 300 experimental space missions, and I guided the development of next-generation space systems, some on orbit today. The next chapter of my life, though, saw me retire from the military. I had a calling to found and lead Slingshot Aerospace, a company that today is providing air traffic control for space and addressing issues that threaten every single individual around the world relying on space. So today, as you stand at the threshold of your next chapter and get ready to walk through this gateway, I'd like to go back to my point about the unique location that we find ourselves on this evening. We're standing on the deck of an aircraft carrier, a formidable vessel that gracefully combines sea and air power. Launching an aircraft off of a deck of a carrier is a stunning feat of engineering. It's a stunning feat of precision and teamwork. Watching an airplane catapult to takeoff speed in a matter of seconds against that beautiful backdrop of the vast open is nothing short of awe-inspiring. And if you haven't seen it, I know you saw Maverick. Yet, when we really delve into the mechanics and the dynamics of this process, there are profound life lessons that resonate far beyond the confines of a ship's deck, and I'd like to share that with you today. 7 keys that you can take with you into your next journey. Number 1, preparedness is key. Before an aircraft is launched, it undergoes a meticulous inspection. In life, too, preparation is paramount. Whether you're preparing for an exam, a job interview, or any pivotal mission, the groundwork that you lay determines the trajectory of your success. Number 2, trust your support system. The catapult that launches the aircraft, the crew that ensures every parameter is met, The systems and the teams that monitor that flight all form an intricate support system. Similarly, in life, it's really essential to recognize and trust our support systems, be it your family, your friends, your mentors, your teachers, or your colleagues. They propel us forward, especially when we need that little external push or big external push. Number 3, embrace the short runway. An aircraft on a carrier doesn't have the luxury of a long runway. It must take off in just a few feet, relying on external forces and its own power. So look, life doesn't always offer us an extended runway either. So sometimes, most of the time, opportunities come with constraints. Embrace them. Constraints encourage creativity. Use them as a catalyst, not an inhibitor. Number 4, commit fully. Once the decision's made to launch the aircraft, there's really no turning back at all. Same with rockets. Commitment's crucial. In our personal and professional lives, once we've made a decision, it's essential to commit wholeheartedly and propel forward with full force. Number 5, expect turbulence. As the aircraft launches, it faces turbulence and tremendous forces. Similarly, every new venture in life is fraught with uncertainties. It's fraught with challenges. Learning to expect those challenges and being mentally prepared to navigate through turbulence makes the journey manageable. Number 6, keep your eyes on the horizon. Pilots look at the horizon as they take off, not the immediate water below them. Similarly, in life, when facing challenges, keep your vision focused on long-term goals and aspirations, not the immediate bumps in the road. And finally, number 7, adaptability. Adaptability is essential. Carriers will often move to adjust for wind direction just to ensure the best possible launch of the aircraft and landing conditions. Being adaptable and willing to adjust your strategies based on the circumstances is a valuable trait that creates resilience in the face of adversity. In essence, the act of an aircraft taking off from the deck of a Navy carrier really does encapsulate a delicate dance, and that delicate dance is between preparation and adaptability, between individual effort and collective team effort. This dance is a stark reminder that with the right mindset, the right preparation, and the right support, we can soar to great heights together, no matter how short the runway may seem. And no matter how tight the constraints are, we can always adapt, we can always find innovative solutions to succeed. And it's these lessons that put this ship in the history books. It's these lessons that power our Navy. It's these lessons that power our entire military, ensuring freedom for every American and protecting democracy at home and around the world. And it's these lessons that have guided me through my career. These lessons that you have embodied and put into practice to get here today. I say all of this not to teach you, but to remind you of how much you have accomplished to get to this ceremony today, and how much more rewarding your future accomplishments will be because you have earned your diploma from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. You know, when I graduated in 2002, my commencement speaker said one thing that really stuck with me, that we were graduating from the Harvard of Aviation and Aerospace, and it just filled me with so much pride. And that commencement speaker couldn't have been more accurate. You will all be receiving a world-class Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University degree in just a few minutes. So, class of 2023, as we convene on this iconic deck tonight, your journey is just beginning. You've prepared for success. You're here with your support system. And I know this. I know you will stay committed to your goals. I cannot wait to see and hear about all of your future success. May your journey always lead upward, fly high, dream big. Congratulations. And thank you. Godspeed, class of 2023.
Well, that was great. Thank you, Melanie, for your words of inspiration and wisdom. On behalf of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, we'd like to demonstrate our gratitude by presenting you with our Distinguished Speakers Award.
Embry-Riddle's longtime support of the military is a point of pride. In fact, U.S. News and World Report has ranked Embry-Riddle #1 or #2 for best online bachelor's programs for veterans for 8 straight years. Many of the graduates here today are veterans and active duty. You will know who they are as they cross the stage because they will be wearing a blue stole. Will they and all members of the military and veterans who are here today please stand to be recognized? Thank you for your sacrifice. Please be seated. At this time, the faculty of the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide are pleased to present the candidates for graduate degrees. As we announce our graduate students, you will see that they are carrying hoods to reflect their status as graduate candidates. While all the hoods reflect the Embry-Riddle School colors of royal blue and gold, the colors on the satin binding of the hoods are different. Each color distinguishes one college degree from another. From the College of Arts and Sciences, gold hoods denote graduates earning the following degrees: Master of Science in Emergency Services, Master of Science in Human Factors, Master of Science in Human Security and Resilience, and Master of Science in Occupational Safety Management. From the College of Aviation, silver hoods denote graduates earning the following degrees: Master of Aviation Maintenance, Master of Science in Aeronautics, Master of Science in Aviation and Aerospace Sustainability, Master of Science in Cybersecurity Management and Policy, Master of Space Operations, Master of Science in Uncrewed Systems. From the School of Engineering, which is part of the College of Aviation, orange hoods denote graduates earning the following degrees: Master of Science in Airworthiness Engineering, Master of Science in Uncrewed and Autonomous Systems Engineering, Master of Science in Systems Engineering. From the College of Business, drab hoods denote graduates earning the following degrees: Master of Business Administration in Aviation, Master of Science in Engineering Management, Master of Science in Information Security and Insurance, Master of Science in Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Master of Science in Management, Master of Science in Management Information Systems, and Master of Science in Project Management. Several of tonight's graduates will be wearing gold medallions. These master's degree candidates are to be graduated with distinction, as they have achieved a grade point average of 4.0 for the entirety of their program. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Alexander Cieslog, Dean for the College of Arts and Sciences, to come to the podium.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Dr. Bertrett, it is my honor to present the candidates for the College of Arts and Sciences master's degrees as recommended by faculty.
This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Emergency Services, Ryan E. Goebel, with distinction. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Human Factors, Jacqueline Ariola, with distinction. Benjamin C. Dabney, with distinction. Matthew Ryan Espiritu Ponce. Mariella Fredo. Kristen Ann Gibson. Charlene Marie Hardin, with distinction. Robert Allen Kraskian. Susan B. Lindsay, with distinction. Lenore Montalvo, with distinction. Jesus Frederico Ojeda. Ellen van der Linden, with distinction. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Human Security and Resilience. Mark Anthony Petroselli. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Occupational Safety Management. Kiyoshi Early. Madison Smith Evans. Andrea Jean Herzenach, with distinction. Yasmin Rodriguez Wood, with distinction. This concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Ken Witcher, Dean for the College of Aviation, to come to the podium.
Thanks, Jim. Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Aviation please rise? Dr. Poitret, it is my honor to present the candidates for the College of Aviation master's degrees as recommended by the faculty.
This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Aviation Maintenance. Taiman Jamel Daly. Gretel Karish with distinction. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Aeronautics, Oluwasin Olubenga Adeniji. Robert A. Anderson with distinction. Zachary Daniel Bulger with distinction. Stephen K. Church with distinction. Lester Cody Dickerson with distinction. Guillermo Flores. Xiangxu Ha. Jaehak Chung with distinction. Madison Renee Haney. Emma Lucia Heyman with distinction. Sangyun Huang. Richard Benjamin Jones. Thomas Odarte Lamptey II with distinction. T.J. Maloney with distinction. Natalie Elizabeth Marsala with distinction. Colin William McMenamin. Jesus Antonio Munoz. Annika Gabrielle Rojas Ong with distinction. Carlos Palacios. Francis Kevin Pineda with distinction. Samantha M. Ramos. Lilia Urso. Benjamin Joseph Vigil with distinction. Marlon Andre Harande Wright with distinction. Duck Yu Yang. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Aviation and Aerospace Sustainability, Terrence Andy Williams. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Cybersecurity Management and Policy, Olivia Pasqualina Snyder, with distinction. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Space Operations, Ricardo Angel Velasquez Torres. Connor Shepro, with distinction. Jerome Ladan Tolero. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Uncrewed Systems, Joshua Monsanto. Locke Wynn. Marcela Quiseno. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Airworthiness Engineering, Amanda Carmela Fraun. Ned Burt Johns, with distinction. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Uncrewed and Autonomous Systems Engineering, André Francois Paulez, with distinction. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Systems Engineering, David Zachary Dawson, with distinction. Derek Edward Hendricks, with distinction. Alexis Moreno. Samara A. Tarber. Tony Tai, with distinction. Brent Brophy, with distinction. This concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Aviation.
At this time, I invite Dr. Manish Sharma, Dean for the College of Business, to come to the podium.
Thank you, Jim. Will the candidates for the master's degrees from the College of Business please rise? Congratulations, Dr. Wautret. It is my honor to present the candidates for the College of Business master's degrees as recommended by the faculty.
This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration in Aviation, Juan J. Aguirre. Joanna Bly. Matthew James DeGrossa. Vincent Anthony Farinacci. Deyanira Giselle Gutierrez. Maria Ortiz Jaregui. Lauren Moulton, with distinction. Josh William Pruzek. Daniel Felipe Rojas Berrio, with distinction. Reynaldo Sanchez, with distinction. Abu Naeem Siddiqui, with distinction. Kevin Daniel Stafford, with distinction. Jacob Lawrence Totter. J. Brian Turowski. Adan Stephen Velasquez Mendez. Kristen Waldansky with distinction. Brandon R. Wright. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Engineering Management, Brian James Collins. Courtney Tyrone Cumberbatch, Jr. Chaturanga Raghunatha Fernando. Daniel Salvador Fragoso. Never E. Caracos. Chelsea Nicole Levy. Marvin Edwin Meza with distinction. Mallory Jean Murr. Louis M. Palos. Paul Daniel Romero, with distinction. Varinder Singh, with distinction. Stephanie Elizabeth Vivid. Sierra Christina Wymore, with distinction. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Information Security and Assurance, Diego Eduardo Bartolome, with distinction. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Haley Morgan Chataway, with distinction. Alfred Chunyan Ip. Ryan Magnuson. J.R. Whitner. Dylan James Ziegler. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Management, Jose L. Alvarez, Jr. Emily Birdsong, with distinction. Kizzy Sidoni Herrera Wilder. Roberto Marquez, with distinction. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master in Management Information Systems, Jamie Lafort, with distinction. This begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Project Management, Jamie R. Anaya. Nicholas Casaza, with distinction. Brett Harold Constantine. Colin Ray Coyle, with distinction. Stanley M. Langston, Jr., with distinction. Jonathan Nanayao Ofori. Meredith Ryman, with distinction. Elizabeth Scott. This concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Business. This also concludes the presentation of master's degrees.
Congratulations to the graduate candidates. Regarding the undergraduate degree candidates here today, you will notice that a number of them are wearing honor cords. The significance of these honor cords is directly connected to academic performance. Those graduates who are wearing white cords have achieved a grade point average between 3.5 and 3.69 and graduate cum laude with honors. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Those graduates who are wearing red cords have achieved a grade point average between 3.7 and 3.89 and graduate magna cum laude with great honors. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Those graduates who are wearing gold cords have achieved a grade point average between 3.9 and 4.0 and graduate summa cum laude with highest honors. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Dr. Cieslag, would you please come forward to the podium to present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences?
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Dr. Bertrett, it is my honor to present the candidates for the College of Arts and Sciences bachelor's degrees as recommended by the faculty.
This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies, Jose Angel Beltran III. Nathan Dean Frieschlag, Alpha Sigma Lambda. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Safety Management, Luis Enrique Artigas Ruiz. David Javier Sanchez, magna cum laude. Kelly Nicole Walker. This concludes the undergraduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Dr. Witcher, will you please come to the podium to present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Aviation?
Will the candidates for associate's and bachelor's degrees from the College of Aviation please rise? Dr. Bertrett, it is my honor to present the candidates from the College of Aviation as bachelor's and associate's degrees as recommended by the faculty.
This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics, Emmanuel Guardado Barro, magna cum laude. Spencer C. Brown. Jason Mark Burke, magna cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. Wayne Cabrales, cum laude. Julia Bianca Claraval Carrillo, summa cum laude. Alejandra Cerda. Joel Chance Chase. Shraddha Dinesh Chauhan, cum laude. Nazish N. Chunara. Matthew James DeSopo. Joseph Tyler Fromm, magna cum laude. Christian Flores Gallman. Jarius Gordon. Jason Hauser. Ryan C. Houston. Seong-Hoon Hwang, summa cum laude. Herim Jung, summa cum laude. Michael David Ingram. Tyrus J.J. Johnson, Jr. Amulya Kantraj, summa cum laude. Benjamin Robert Kriz, magna cum laude. Nolan Austin Kukta, magna cum laude. Jose Angel Lira. Manuel Lopez. Jeremiah Jerome Masterwan, cum laude. Kimberly Meza. Nicole Elizabeth Mortensen. Ian Ahmad Perry, cum laude. Jamil Pizarro. Eric Severin Powell, summa cum laude. Zachary Robert Calvin Puckett. Daniel Razavi, summa cum laude. Jason Rochefort. Rodney Ronald Cantera Rodas, summa cum laude. Jason Allen Ruiz. Mario Daniel Salguero, summa cum laude. Ramon Carlos Sarmiento, cum laude. Stephen B. Say, magna cum laude. Ricardo Alfonso Sevilla Brand, summa cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. Daniel Silva, summa cum laude. David Allen Southworth. Chelsea Tofan. James D. Toland. Dwayne Allen Trett. Michael James Tunnicliffe, magna cum laude. Anthony A. Utreras de Sosa, summa cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. Jose Manuel Valdez. Isabel Valles. Hans L. Wheelo. Xiangmo Yang. Pyong Chao, summa cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aviation Maintenance. Noah H. Bourne, Alpha Sigma Lambda, magna cum laude. Daniel Gerald Dawes, summa cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. Joshua Dotz. Noah Mark Hilbrunner, magna cum laude. Jared Jaskin. Tomas Rodriguez Cabrera. Zarel Ross Pena. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Uncrewed Systems Applications. Christopher Lewis Burns, magna cum laude. Richard James Duschel. Michael Ray Rigby, Alpha Sigma Lambda. This begins the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science in Aeronautics, Scott M. McKinsey. Michelle Alexandra Tabor. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Jose M. Hidalgo, magna cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. Gerardo Jesus Murillo, cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. Kevin Joseph Noyce, cum laude. Travis Daniel Stakey. This concludes the undergraduate degrees from the College of Aviation.
Dr. Sharma, will you please come to the podium to present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Business?
Thank you, Jim. Will the candidates for the bachelor degrees from the College of Business please rise? Dr. Watret, it's my honor to present the candidates for the College of Business bachelor's degrees as recommended by the faculty.
This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aviation Business Administration, Grant Ryan Donovan, magna cum laude. Carter Lancaster, cum laude. Reynaldo Luque. Matthew W. Sloan, magna cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. Vineet Vinesh Virani, cum laude. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Analytics, Dean Donald Raylo Sutherland, magna cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Amelie Hahn, summa cum laude. Matthew Brian Marin. Angie Ariana Villamil Novoa, summa cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Project Management, Ismael Delatorre Jr., summa cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. Faustina Stephanie Gitte, cum laude. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Technical Management. Ijiran Manahan Bambao, magna cum laude. Perlisha Ann Humphrey. Justin Lee Kramer. Andrew Molina. Marcus Anthony Morgan, cum laude. Nicholas Mark Neal, magna cum laude. David L. Nunez, magna cum laude. Daniel Reese Nutley, cum laude. Dahi Park. Jeffrey Allen Pate, Jr. Tyler James Smith. Linnea Christine Spencer, Alpha Sigma Lambda. This concludes the undergraduate degrees from the College of Business. This also concludes the presentation of undergraduate degrees.
We have now arrived for that moment for which we've all been waiting. Dr. Wittrett, will you please join me at the podium? Will all graduating candidates from the colleges please rise and remain standing? Dr. Wittrett, these candidates have completed all the requirements of their degrees. With the recommendation of the faculty of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, I am pleased to present them to you for the conferring of degrees.
Thank you. This is a final moment. So by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer on you, as appropriate, the Master of Science degree, the Bachelor of Science degree, and the Associate Science degree with all rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. You may now move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard, symbolizing your new status as a graduate of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of our alma mater. The words are on the last page of your program.
Eagles gather near, we lift our voices loud and clear, soaring high, O alma mater, threads of blue and gold. we soar in vast open skies. Embry-Riddle we hail thee, great memories we'll hold. So here's to you, old DRAU, alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you. Singing thy praise, remembering the days, coast to coast around the world, our bond forever true. Embracing our dreams with pride far and wide. Embry-Riddle we hail thee, great memories we'll hold. So here's to you, old DRAU, alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you.
We are delighted that all of you could be here today to share in this special occasion. Please remain standing as Mr. Pepin offers the closing benediction.
If you'll allow me just 2 minutes, I want to share with you, I think, a fitting story for where we are in this time. It was 2014 when I was introduced to Harriet and Ozzy. I got to learn all about Harriet and Ozzy. Harriet and Ozzy were expecting babies, and they were Facebook sensations. My wife loved Harriet and Ozzy, so much so that every night around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, she would have Facebook open, watching this eagle's nest and 2 eggs sitting inside that nest. As things would happen, the eagles were born. And for 14 weeks, I watched as these eagles matured from little eaglets into baby eagles. They had been fed, they had been nurtured, and they had been taught. And then came the day. I came home, my wife was in tears. The eaglets had been fledged. They were thrown from the nest to soar to new heights. So graduates, you've been fed and you've been taught. And today we fledge you from Embry-Riddle. May you please go and fly to new heights and make us proud at your alma mater. Now as we leave this place, may the eternal love enfold us. May spiritual power strengthen us, and may strong hands comfort us, and may we be carried on eagle's wings until we meet again. Amen.
Family and friends, please be seated. We ask that you remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and all graduates have exited. Graduates from the College of Business will be guided for a group photo with the College of Business faculty who are here this evening. Thank you.